guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new on my channel, you're very much welcome. My name is Arnold. Please do not forget to click on the subscribe button. It's somewhere here. Yeah, I think it's somewhere here. Please click on it and be subscribed to this channel. There's also a notification bell beside the subscribe button. Please click on that bell so that you can get notification whenever I upload a new video. So guys, if you have been following me on Instagram or on Facebook, you will know that Tuesday was my birthday, and I didn't mention on my post on social media what age I was or what age I am now. So now I'm telling you that I am 30. Oh my god, I'm 30 already. I can't believe it myself. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 30 life lessons I have learned in 30 years of my life. So the number one lesson that I've learned is that love yourself 100%, and do not apologize for loving yourself. Like, loving yourself is the most important thing you can ever do for yourself, because when you love yourself, then you'll be able to interpret that love or show love to someone else. If you don't love yourself, you cannot give love or show love to other person. Another life lesson that I've also learned is that accept yourself. You know, loving yourself is different from accepting yourself. Accepting yourself is that because nobody is perfect, there are some imperfection you're going to have, or there are some things you're going to maybe not 100% like about yourself, but you need to accept yourself for who you are and appreciate what you are. For example, like, it took me a lot of time to accept this tribal mark as part of me, to really love it, to be able to show myself. It took me a lot of time to have the courage to come on social media or even on YouTube like this to make videos, because I felt like this tribal mark on my face was going to be like a step back for me. But no, I am flying with it. Like, I learned to accept myself within this 30 years of my life. So in case you've been following me like on my channel, you see that I've made like 2 videos about my experiences with this tribal mark. I'll leave the link somewhere here and you can check it out. So another life lesson I have learned is that silence is golden. Like, it's so important to be silent in most cases. Like, in my life, I've learned that I would rather remain silent than to say something I will later apologize for. Because, like, when I get angry, I get really angry, and if I have to talk at that moment that I am angry, I say a lot of things that I'm not supposed to say. So the best thing is just to remain silent, so that you don't overtalk, or you don't oversay, or you don't even say what you're not supposed to say. So I believe I've learned that silence is golden, and it has really helped me a lot of time. Another fact that I've learned in 30 years is that not everybody will like you, no matter how hard you try. No, not everybody will like you, no matter what you do, no matter how you make them like you, no matter how you try to please them. They are not gonna like you because they're not meant to like you. So people are like that. So, and I've learned to like understand that, okay, maybe you're just part of those people. If I see someone giving me like a bad attitude, or like trying to like form some kind of thing for me, I just think that, okay, you're just part of those people who are not meant to like me. I just move on, like, okay, you don't have to like me anyway. So another life lesson that I've learned in 30 years is that people come into your life for different reasons and for different seasons. So the moment we try to understand this, like, it's easy that it's kind of easy for us to be able to move on when people move on, or it's easy for us to like cope with life when you know that people are not meant to be permanent, so people are not meant to, like, because some people are just there to like use you, some people are there to just maybe to help you or to lift you up, you know. But people are in your life for different reasons and for different seasons. So the earlier we know this, the easier it is for us to be able to cope with situations that comes our way. So another life lesson I've learned in 30 years is that like, there's this proverb we say in Nigeria that 20 friends cannot play for 20 years, which is very, very true. Like, I've had a lot of friends in the past 30 years and like different friends. I've had best friends, and right now I'm not sure who I'm not sure about that. Like, not the same kind of people I had then and now my friends now. So people will come to your life like and go. People are always coming and going. That's what another thing I've learned. So another life lesson I've learned in 20 years Another life lessons I've learned in 30 years is that treat people the way you want them to treat you. So it's easy for people to like understand, like when you're treating people in a particular way, I believe you're kind of sending a message across that okay, this is the kind of treatment you expect from them. When you respect me, I try to understand that respect is reciprocal. So when you respect me, I want to respect you back. So what you want people to do for you is what you should do to them. So I believe treat them the way you want them to treat you. So that's another life lesson I've learned. Pleasing God brings peace to the heart. Like this is a very strong lesson for me, and I learned it in a very hard way. Like when you please God, when you have peace with God, and you know that everything is right with you and your God, you're not doing like many, of course you're not perfect, but you're doing most of the things you're supposed to do. There's this peace, inner peace that you have, that yes, everything is gonna be okay. So that's another thing I've learned in 30 years. Another lesson I've learned in 30 years is that our parents, they've gone through a lot to get us to where we are today. Like being a mother opened my eyes to many things. It actually opened my eyes to what our parents went through, like the struggles of bringing us up, you know. Like many places you want to go, you can't go, and many things you want to do, you cannot do. Like the sacrifice you make, there are a lot of sacrifices. Like parents do sacrifice for their kids, and because we were so young then, we didn't know these things. We just grew up and we believe, yeah, I have my rights, I'm now grown up, you know. So being a mother now make me realize that this parent of ours, they've gone through a lot, and they deserve to be happy. They deserve our appreciation. They deserve our 100% attention, or our full attention. Yeah. Another life lesson I've learned in 30 years is that when you want something, fight for it. Like fight for it. I mean, I don't mean like physical fighting. No, I don't mean that. When you want something, fight for it. Even if it means spiritual fighting. Like pray for it, fast for it, like do everything in your power that you can do to get that thing you really want. Like it's okay for you to want something. It's okay for you to strive for it, to fight for it. And when you fight for it, you surely get it. And even if you don't get it, you get something better than that. That's just a life lesson, another life lesson I've learned in 30 years. So another life lesson I've learned in 30 years is that it is very, very much okay for you not to know your purpose, like even at 30, because there are so many people that they are still trying to figure out many things. Like you go to school, you do many things, but you still don't know exactly what you're going to do. You're just getting a job, doing this and that, you know. But that time will come. Like that doesn't mean you're not okay. Like not knowing your purpose at 30 doesn't mean like you don't have sense, or you don't know what you're doing, or you don't have a purpose. You do have a purpose, but as time goes on, like it will naturally manifest itself. Another life lesson I've learned in 30 years is that choose your own friends. Sometimes I don't allow my friends to choose me, even though like many people try to associate with me, but I try to choose my own friend myself, because I've been taught right from my secondary school that evil communication, what's that quote? Evil communication, is it influence bad manners or affect bad manners? I don't know, but that thing I've always been in my head, and I believe it so very much, because I know myself and I know I easily get influenced. So I try to kind of control the kind of environment I find myself. I try to control. I don't stay in an environment whereby I can easily get corrupted, or if I'm not comfortable in an environment, or I'm not pleased with what they are doing in that environment, I don't stay there. Like I don't associate myself with people that I do not like their lifestyle. So I choose my friends. I try to choose the kind of person I associate with. Like I'm very, 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 very strict with that. Like I choose who I associate myself with, because for me it is very, very important, because I know that I easily get influenced. Well, so another thing that I've learned in 30 years is that I try to put myself in other people's shoe to know how they're feeling. Like this has really made me it has really made me kind of emotional, and it started after I had my first natural birth, like when I gave birth to my baby in a natural way, like I became very, very emotional. Like I can easily watch people's or listen to people's situation and just get emotional and so just start crying. Like, you know, I've learned to put myself in people's shoe. Before, I was not like this until I became a mother. Really, I was not like this before. So I learned that, like why growing up in my life, and I think is a very, very important thing for me, like to put myself in people's shoe, which actually affect the way I treat people or I try to relate with people, because I try to put them in my own shoes, like to know how they are feeling. So another life lesson I've learned in 30 years, I hope this video is not getting too long. Another life lesson I've learned in 30 years is that time changes. Like nothing is permanent. Someone that is rich today can be poor tomorrow. Someone that is poor today can be rich tomorrow. Like the table turns around. So when we know this, it helps us to manage whatever situation we have at the moment and try to like relate well with people, because like when someone you climb ladder, what's that thing, like when you like someone you met while you're climbing up, you might meet them when you're coming back or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's a saying. I don't know, but it's like that. So I've learned that nothing is permanent. Like nothing is permanent. Things do change. Situations just change. So don't look down on people. Another life lesson I've learned is that do not judge people by their appearance, because I've been through many things. I remember when I was in Cyprus, like I used to, like, you know, dress anyhow, do anyhow, not because I wanted to, but I was more focused on like trying to like have a better life in a way. So I remember that not many people, there are few people who saw me then and acted like they didn't know me. I remember I even tried to call someone then, like I tried to call her because I know her, because I used to help her to make eyelashes, and I saw her and I even called her. She just ignored me, and I felt really bad about that. And I'm thankful to God today. And that time it wasn't like, you know, I didn't want to. I just thought, I beg, I'm just here. I'm not here for all these fashion things. I'm just here to like face my life, you know. That was what happened then. But anyway, like I've learned that lesson in my life, that like do not judge people based on their appearance, because they might be more from the inner part. Like they might be down to earth person, and I'm a very, very nice person, and they might even be helpful to you. You never can tell. Another life lesson I've learned is that thinking is not enough. You need to put something to action. You need to act. Like thinking about something that, okay, I'm gonna do this, or you might have a lot of ideas, but what are you doing to approach that ideas? Like I've learned that thinking is not enough. Like I need to act on whatever I'm thinking about. I need to act and start doing. Like thinking is not enough. So the next thing that I've learned in 30 years is that sometimes our best is never enough. Like sometimes we say that, okay, I've been trying my best, I've been trying what I can do, you know, but sometimes really our best is not enough. We really need to push ourselves. We need to like leave that comfort zone we think we have, or that best place like we think we have. We need to leave that place and try to push ourselves, like, you know, push ourselves and leave that box that we have. So that really helps, and I think it's very, very helpful to like try harder and try to put in more than your best in whatever we are doing, because that will actually give a better result. Another thing I've learned in 30 years is that you cannot please everybody, no matter how hard you try. Pleasing people is not possible. Like even an economist, is it economist? Yeah, they said human being needs are insatiable. So no matter how hard you try, you cannot please anybody. Just do what you can for anyone you're doing it for, and just be convinced in your heart that you've done what you can do. So you cannot please anybody. Don't try to make anybody like you by force. It's not going to happen. Another life lesson I've learned in 30 years is that no matter how hard we try, what will be will be. We can only try. Like we are not God. We are not the one making life decision, or like anything that will be, but it's always good for us to like try, make attempts and work towards whatever we want to do. But God has the final say. What will be, no matter how hard we try. Another life lesson I've learned in 30 years is that your level of education does not determine your sources. So there are many people that are not even educated, and they are okay, they are successful. So going to school, having a degree, having masters and all those does not determine how successful you are. There are many illiterate that are really making it like big. So it doesn't matter about, like, the degree does not define how successful you will become. So I've learned that in my life. And another lesson that I've also learned is that things don't always work out the way we plan them to be. Like they don't always work out the way we want them to work out sometimes. For example, like according to how I've planned it, I planned that I was going to finish my polytechnic, like that's my degree, at the age of 22, I think. Yeah, at the age of 22. But now I'm 30 and I don't even have a degree yet. But I'm planning to graduate this year by God's grace. But that's what I'm saying. I was supposed to like finish my school at the age of 22, and now I'm 30 and I'm going to be finishing at 30, you see. So things don't always work out the way we want them to work out sometimes, and we just need to like accept it and just try to live with that. Another life lesson I've learned in 30 years is that people try to associate with you when you're successful, even if they were not there when you were trying to struggle, like when you were trying to like make it in life, they were not there for you. But when you make it, when you're successful, they try to associate yourself with you. Just like this YouTube, you tell your friends to support you, they won't support you. But when you become a big YouTuber, they want to be your friend, right? Okay, I'm waiting for you all. So the next thing I've learned in 30 years is that life is a teacher. We learn every single day. Every single day comes with its own lesson, and nobody is an island of knowledge. Like you don't know everything. You keep learning every day. Another thing I've learned in 30 years is that God is sufficient. Like in every situation, in everything, as long as you have God, you can be rest assured that you have enough. Like that is enough for you in every situation. Another life lesson I've learned is that do not give up no matter what. Keep trying, keep pushing until you get that thing. Keep going for it. Don't give up. Yeah, that's another life lesson I've learned in 30 years. Giving charity, like giving to people, it's for your own good, it's for your own self, because God has a way of rewarding us like in a very generous way. God has a way of giving back that charity back to us in a multiple fold. So when you give something to someone, you should be grateful that you have the opportunity of giving something to someone, because God is going to give it back to you in a multiple fold. So I believe that a lot. It's so strong in my heart. So finally, guys, the last point, like the last thing, like not the last thing definitely, but the last 30 things that I've learned in 30 years is that we're not gonna stay young forever, you know. Clocking this 30 years for me is like, oh, am I 30? Am I getting older? Oh, really? But actually, I'm forever young, no matter what age. Age is just a number for me. I'm gonna keep rocking it, you know. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching these 30 things I've learned in my 30 years. I hope you learned something from it, and I hope it really helped someone that is watching. Do not forget to subscribe to my video. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you like this video, and don't forget to click on the subscribe button too. You can also follow me on social media at Love Matters TV, yeah, on Instagram and Facebook. I'm going to put the handle on the screen. Also, please click on the like button and share with your friends. I love you all, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.